Guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today we have the Game Week 11 predictions for the Premier League. Predictions are on paper. Before we get into the video, if you're new then make sure you subscribe. We have Champions League predictions coming out on the weekend with the Tottenham preview for the Everton game tomorrow and on the Red Star away game in the Champions League. And I am going to do the career mode. I just can't be asked to edit it really. So the first game is Bournemouth versus Man United. Bournemouth pretty good at home this season. Man United, they're not good away. They did beat Norwich 1-0 and Partizan 1-0. They play Chelsea tonight as I'm recording this. I'm going to give Bournemouth the edge. I'm going with a 2-0 Bournemouth win at home. Now Arsenal versus Wolves. Arsenal have a lot of trouble surrounding their club right now with the whole Xhaka situation. And they just drew 2-2 to Palace, and they're playing Liverpool tonight as I'm filming this. Wolves play Aston Villa tonight as I'm filming this away. And last time in an away game, a big away game, they beat Man City 2-0. They drew last weekend to Newcastle 1-0. This game, I am going 2-1 Wolves. I think they have the edge. Arsenal's controversy is similar to Tottenham's really with the club. And I see Arsenal losing 2-1. Now Aston Villa versus Liverpool. Aston Villa tonight play Wolves. I think they're going to go for penalties. Liverpool beat us last week coming from behind after we scored in 47 seconds. I'm only seeing a Liverpool win here. I'm going 2-1. Now Brighton versus Norwich. Brighton won their game last week with an own goal. 94th minute through Luca Digne. Norwich, I think this is a chance for them to get some points if they need some points, which they do. It is an opportunity. I think they're going to get 8 points. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. Now Man City versus Southampton. Man City beat them midweek in the Cup and they're going to have a stronger team for this game against Southampton. Southampton lost 9-0 last week and they lost midweek. I'm going with another loss obviously because it is Man City. I'm going 4-0. Now Sheffield United versus Burnley. A tricky game I think. Burnley are no pushovers. They got 2 goals back in like the last 10 minutes against Chelsea last week, losing 4-2. Sheffield United last week, they drew 1-0 with West Ham, a game that I predicted correctly. This game I am going to go with another draw. I'm going 1-0 again. Now West Ham versus Newcastle. West Ham last week did play really well against Sheffield United. They should have won really. Felipe Anderson had a decent game and I see him getting a couple of goals in this game against Newcastle. Newcastle are just shit. I'm going with another loss for them. I'm going 3-0 to West Ham. Now Watford versus Chelsea. Watford haven't really picked up in recent weeks. They got the draw against us and then they lost on the weekend, I'm pretty sure, to... No, they drew 0-0 with Bournemouth. This game though, I am going with another loss for Watford. Chelsea are too good. I'm going with a 2-0 win for Frank Lampard's side. Now Crystal Palace versus Leicester, a tasty game on Sunday. Leicester are going to be on the high horse. They won in the Cup, going through to the quarterfinals, and they beat Southampton 9-0 last week. Crystal Palace though, no pushovers. They come back from behind against Arsenal at the Emirates to draw 2-2. I'm going with another draw for Crystal Palace and another Desmond. This is going to be a really tasty game. And to follow up on Super Sunday, another tasty game is Everton versus Tottenham. It's a chance for us to really rebuild against a side that's struggling this season along with us. Marco Silva's not really doing much for Everton. I think it'll be a tight game. If you want to hear more about what I think about the game, then subscribe to the channel and check out the preview that goes out tomorrow. This game, I'm going to go with 1-0 to Tottenham. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. If you did like it, then subscribe to the channel, like the video, check out the video that comes out tomorrow, and the Champions League predictions on the weekend. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.